Hello, and welcome on board this LNER Azuma to London King's Cross.
Yeah. Okay, I survived.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do
this is
so
one of the
instinctive and so
days
passionate.
I've had to
Every word I
travel
move so
with
descriptive like an adjective. I
because
got
I
a
thought my
vendetta
train
against
would
people
have
who
been
patented
called
being negative when you
this
should
is
be
the
getting
second
after
train
it.
I've had to go.
I got facts over
traveling
facts
to
over
London,
tracks. This and that, spitting
having
slow,
left
spitting
my
fast.
local
I
train
can roast, I
station
can gas.
to
Think
this
I'm
very
okay
warm.
at last, but I don't know if that
This
can
train
erase all the
was
past and the
actually
pettiness.
scheduled to leave
A
for
reflection
London
of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're with my time, you're delirious,
11:30.
mysterious because you are behind a fake
Fortunately,
exterior,
it
inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last and to believe in what you got.
You
It was
can
built
imagine
to
traveling
last.
for 4 hours and standing on the train where I was expecting something like a first class service where I could sit comfortably. But here I am, standing, gazing and thinking, where is this journey end? But to tell you what, I am really thankful that the train wasn't cancelled, because a lot of people got theirs cancelled. And I booked for this train a month ahead of this date. So I got my seat reserved, meaning no one should or no one would ever sit on my position, hence you reserved a chair or a seat on a train. And what happened? Because of the menaces of the storm Eunice and Franklin.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off, you know when I gotta make it. I'm saving every day to taste it, I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages, a vacant modern kingdom for the taking.
So, on getting on this train at Darlington, the lady was already sitting in my seat position. That's the seat number I've got on my ticket. Asking to let wait for me to sit down because I reserved the chair. She was like, no, her train got cancelled. Her train was cancelled that a lot of trains also got cancelled. That's why people are train and people are standing and she cannot get up for me. And she brought up this Nigerian attitude of reserving the other part of the chair, for the boyfriend. I was like, please, can you just excuse me? Because I had a little one standing by me. So I let that little one sit on that position. Yes, unfortunately, the boyfriend did not even show up. You can imagine bringing up Nigerian shit attitude on a train, So finally, I got a chair. Yes. After traveling for about an hour plus, I was able to find a chair to sit down. At least I could drink, eat something. A long journey of 4 hours. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny because how I got a seat, people, when they get to a particular train stop, people had to alight. So as they are alighting, you cannot wait for people coming on board to get in. You have to take the position of the person going down before those coming on would come and grab it while you were still there standing, So that was how I got a chair. And we keep on traveling. In fact, I couldn't really imagine myself traveling like this to London. It wasn't a funny experience, but to God be the glory, my train was not cancelled because right at the first train station, a train going to Manchester Airport got cancelled. Imagine flying that morning, what could have happened? I finally got a seat. after hours.
Hello, and welcome on board this LNER Azuma to London King's Cross. We will call at Doncaster, Newark Northgate, Peterborough, and London King's Cross.
Yes, sadly, the train was even so, as in, filled up that you couldn't even find a walkway to go use the washroom, to go pee, or to go buy something. It was very busy train, to the extent that they didn't come to check for the tickets. You know, usually when you get on the train, they come to check if you got the ticket or not. So nobody came checking for that, because there's no way you could be walking around where people are standing on the train. I didn't even go for a pee. Yes, though I was watching the quantity I was drinking to avoid that. So the storm that affected the UK, as at this very time I was traveling, was really a big thing. If you know, O2 Arena was affected. The roof was even ripped off by this storm. It was quite heavy. Don't mind the hand you are seeing. That's a reflection of somebody that could have followed me to my journey, but he's not coming. You know, trees were falling and blocking the travel routes, or the rail routes. Sorry, the railways were being blocked or obstructed by trees, falling trees. You know, so that was what really disrupted transportation here. But that of the flight is what I don't understand. Though it was quite a heavy wind, to be frank. It was quite a heavy one. You can imagine something that pulled off the roof of that O2, you know, and a lot of structures, the trees. So it can as well bring down the airplane. Yeah, that could be the reason they cancelled some of the flights. I was honestly going to ask for a balance, assuming the person that checks the ticket came around, because I couldn't have stood for like 80 minutes, half of this journey, and they would charge me the same amount as those who have been sitting down all along. Now we've just arrived. We are arriving London King's Cross. For the first time, I'm arriving this big train station. You know, I've been to London Under Bridge. It's quite a busy one, but honestly, this one is another busy one, because stepping out of the train, the number of crowd coming out of the train at the same time, I mean different trains. It was quite overwhelming to my understanding. This is where people can easily catch the coronavirus, one touch, because different trains arrived at the same time. Crowds were trooping out of the trains. Oh my goodness. You can even miss your family if you are traveling with your family or your friend. You guys can miss each other or one another right here at this train station, because don't mind the few numbers I'm able to capture. The crowd was overwhelming. This is London King's Cross. It's a beautiful train station. Just being here for the first time, and this is a connecting, is the biggest train station in London anyway. So from here, I entered 4 more different trains. Yes, that's the local trains running London Underground to get to my final destination. Though it is always complicating arriving in a bigger train station as this. You know, navigating around is always difficult. But then you could ask if you cannot read the signs. Sometimes even with the signs, it's always difficult, because you see way out, way up, way this, way that. And on getting down here, another train that took me straight to Ealing Broadway. I don't know if any of you live around that place, or if you have been to Ealing Broadway. Yes. Yeah, so I've just arrived at my hotel, Premier Inn, at Ealing Broadway. Yeah, if you know where this is, you know. So it's late in the evening, and Chinyere is quite exhausted. It's around 7 p.m. in the evening, and here I am checking into my room, tired and weak.
Oh my God.
Finally, we are here, or I am here. Whew, what's a long day, waka waka. Oh no, I kept thinking about Somto. I wish I had brought him. That's why he's just appearing. I'm daydreaming, He's doing willy willy in my video because I'm thinking about him. I wish I brought him along because I'm here alone to have a happy time, a lady's time. Yeah, yeah. So I'm going down now to the restaurant to see what I can have for dinner because I can't really go outside to look for anything to eat now. So whatever they have in their menu, even if it is flour, I'm gonna have it. Oh my God, that looks like my husband. Anyway, black people exist everywhere. I think I'm thinking about my family a lot. It looks like my husband. Oh my goodness. They should let me enjoy my stay here, please. Today, whether they like it or not. I'm dying hungry. Chicken, whatever. I must eat it too. When you are hungry, you hardly select food. That's why I like most of my African people. We easily adapt. We eat foreign people's food. Look at this one. I think it has a live flower on it, a live tomato or pepper. I don't even know. But we Nigerians, especially, this my boy has appeared in my face again. Oh my goodness, I really missed him. I really missed not bringing him along with me. But it's all right. I'm enjoying my holiday away from them alone. So most of we Nigerians, we don't really select food, but not we don't eat snakes. I don't know, there are Nigerians that do, but we hardly select food. But Oyibos, they don't top our food now, emergency now, especially pepper soup. But that's all right. Thank you guys for joining me here. I sincerely appreciate you watching. Please do not forget to like my video, comment, subscribe, and keep coming for more. Bye for now, and see you in our next content.
Yeah, go for